morning. It's the 24th of July and welcome to another video of the Federal Alliance. Good morning. This thing tried to reconnect again twice. In any case, on this Friday morning, we're going to look at some more executive orders or things that need to be done when the time comes. And there's a lot of things that we need to sort out when the time comes. And this is one of the things, This is one of the things. If it wasn't for the internet, we would not have known how many times we have been lied to through public officials, those who are in charge, through corporations, various different governments, the COVID situation. All these things was just a big perpetuated lie, and the public was kept out of it as far as they could. But the internet opened up doors to knowledge and truth, and we saw what happened. So as I discussed in the previous video, the internet that we want to make or build is a crucial thing for the South African public and the Federation going forward. This is a crucial thing. And a part of this that needs to change is the broadcasting system. We need a new broadcasting system. We need transparency. We need all these things. So this morning, on this Friday morning, we're going to have a look at the national broadcasting system and what changes need to be what changes we need to do there. All right? And the funny thing about all of this is that once we are financially able to do this, then we will do it in minutes. Rudy, good morning. We have spoken about this like forever, but change can come within 3 weeks to 3 months after our initial meetings have taken place. So you're looking at a timeline of approximately 4 months. Once finances have come in, and the minimum finances we need is 3 million, but we need about 35,000 per meeting until we have the big meeting. So the minimum, as soon as the finances come in and we can start holding our meetings, change will take place within 4 months. Serious change. It sounds far-fetched, I know it does, but that's the actual timeline that will bring us change. It's actually amazing when you look at everything and you start to think out of the box. Okay, so we have a change that needs to come. We need the reform of the national broadcasting system to ensure independence, transparency and public trust. We can't trust these buggers, right? Ons kan hulle nie vertrou nie. Die SABC, die SAIK, ons kan hulle nie vertrou. We cannot trust them, right? The national broadcasting system has historically been a state-owned and state-controlled entity that has not adequately served the diverse needs of the nation's citizens. Jan, good morning. Leading to a significant loss of credibility, independence, and effectiveness in its role as the primary source of information and public discourse. This role has been lost. Public trust has been lost in this, right? Annalisa, good morning. It is essential for a democratic society to have a free, independent, and diverse media landscape that serves the public interest and provides accurate, unbiased, and timely information to the people, especially in times of national transformation. The failure of the national broadcasting system has contributed to the erosion of trust in media institutions, biased programming, and the lack of proper representation for all sectors of society. Andrew, good morning. So we need a new SABC. A totally new SABC run by a public board, right? Not government controlled. There'll obviously be something like a federal channel, for example, where the government can directly communicate to the people, right? But we want a broadcasting system that is not only transparent, but that serves its citizens. Right, so, Section 1, immediate reform and restructuring of the national broadcasting system. What will we call it? The FBS, the Federal Broadcasting System. So first, the thing we need to do is we have to create an independent broadcasting regulatory authority. An independent broadcasting regulatory authority will be established to oversee the reform process of the national broadcasting system. This authority will be tasked with ensuring the broadcast content is independent, diverse, balanced, and aligns with national interests and democratic values. The authority will consist of experts in media, law, communications, and governance, and it will operate independently from political interference. Every state must have its own public national broadcasting system. Every state. The Vendas must have their own TV. The Zulu, the Xhosa must have their own TV. The Cape must have their own TV. The federal state must have their own TV, which will be more diverse. The Boer state will have their own TV in Afrikaans and in English, whatever language they choose. Right? Not only should they have their own independent broadcasting setup, but they should be able to make their own ads with their own people. Right? And we can get back to producing stories and things where we are not this big rainbow rubbish that we are at the moment. I'm so sick and tired of seeing a black man with a white woman in an advert, or a white man with a black woman in an advert. That's not who we are. That is a lie. Alright? That is a lie. That's not who we are. The national broadcasting system will transition from a state-controlled model to a public service broadcasting model. A public service broadcasting model. That means that the NBS will no longer be directly controlled by the state, but will serve the interests of the public with impartiality, without political influence or government interference. The NBS will be required to maintain a diverse range of programming that reflects the cultural, ethnic, and social diversity of the nation, with a special focus on unbiased news, education, and community outreach. Establishment of editorial independence. The NBS will be granted full editorial independence with a newly established editorial oversight board, responsible for setting journalistic standards, ensuring neutrality, and approving key editorial decisions. The editorial oversight board will be empowered to make decisions on editorial content without political or state pressure. The board will consist of reputable journalists, media experts, and representatives from civil society organizations. Fundamental restructuring of NBS leadership. The current leadership of the national broadcasting system will be restructured. New leadership appointments will be made with the input of independent broadcasting regulatory authority to ensure transparency, competence, and alignment with the new public service mission. Die goed is so vrek belangrik, man. We cannot bypass this. We cannot get to a situation where the lies, Andrew, the lies just keep on coming. Whether it's the Madlanga Commission or this commission or that commission, it's just one lie, one set of lies on another set of lies, keeping the public busy. You know? I don't even look at this kind of news anymore. I'm just not interested. Because I know how the lies are compacted, even in the United States. We know that CNN, MSNBC, ABC, all these guys, they are all one company, controlled through one force, lying to the public, right? And through the internet, we gain access to actual news and truth, so we know what's happening out there. We need to do this in a major way. The appointments will prioritize individuals with a strong track record in media ethics, independence, and transparency. Financial sustainability and innovation of the NBS, this is the big thing. A diversified funding model. The NBS will transition to a diversified funding model that reduces dependency on government funding and advertisements. This will include exploring subscription-based services, public donations, and partnerships with international broadcasters to ensure financial independence and sustainability. The NBS will also establish an independent audit process to ensure financial accountability and transparency. There is no reason why the board of the SABC, as it's now known, should get these exorbitant wages. There's no reason. There's no flippant reason for something like that. Digital transformation and modernization. The MBS will undergo a digital transformation to expand its reach, modernize its infrastructure, enabling access to all citizens via the internet, social media platforms, and mobile applications. This will include the launch of a national digital platform where citizens can access news, educational content, government programs on demand. NBS will enhance its capabilities to provide interactive on-demand content and live broadcasts, particularly for critical national issues and emergency services. Public accountability mechanisms. If you look at every institution from the top down that needs to be transformed, changed, renewed, you'll be blown away by what we have to do. You'll be blown away the amount of ineffectiveness, inadequacy, absolute pathetic work ethics, morality, you name it. You take it from the top. It's a hell of a cleanup that needs to take place. A hell of a cleanup, right? And we have to do this. This is not something that we can just, let go. Otherwise, the lies will just continue. I've been looking at certain videos that have caught my attention concerning the Antarctica and nations in Europe that spread, a nation in Europe that spread across from Turkey side spread across into Western Europe and then into the Americas. Now this is the amazing thing. Into North America, right? This was a civilization that existed whereas we had no idea who they were and what happened to them. But the history is slowly but surely coming out. Cities, huge cities that were empty. When the bureaucratic establishment of certain countries found them, they turned them into international fairs. They closed off the areas, closed off the cities, and then slowly but surely broke them down, tore them apart. These were the nations of Tartaria, or the cities of Tartaria. If you ever Google Tartaria, Google it. Tartaria or Tartari, you'll be quite amazed what you find. And go listen to some of those YouTube videos. It's amazing. And these things are coming out slowly but surely. People are finding stuff. And the lies that were perpetuated are coming out. I take, for example, the movie that's now recently come out, Disclosure Day. Just in that one word, we have a broadcasting situation taking place. Disclosure Day, right? Where all the things from Area 51, the sighting of UFOs, everything is nicely portrayed in a movie. Nicely portrayed in a movie. And they come to a certain conclusion. Now, guaranteed, there are facts, things that we are lied to. All right? It is evident that the earth is billions of years old. There's no doubt about that. But here's the thing. That's the planet. The planet is billions of years old. But our earth is only 6,000 years old. What we have is only 6,000 years old. And these are the things that we've got to figure out, find out, private investigate out, so that we know who we are and where we're going to. Because at this moment, this earth is going one way, controlled by 13 families, with the media and everything concerning that, just smashing our intelligence, our knowledge, and our wisdom, dumbing us down, right? From amazing things that took place in the past, before the First World War and the Second World War, where all the bells of all the churches were removed. Bells that gave a certain frequency. I think it was 430 hertz. The perfect frequency for health and healing. They changed it to 440 something hertz. That's what the radios broadcast. That's what these products broadcast to your ears. It brings no healing whatsoever. Why did they change that? Because of control. Dumbing down the people. So we need a broadcasting company or corporation, whatever you want to call it, that is transparent, open, where journalism is journalism, where news is proper news, right? Can you imagine we start with the Fed and we have all these exciting things going on and we just keep on broadcasting it? Do you know how the people will revive, how you will revive? You will start to feel much better about your situation. You'll feel much better about who you are. You'll feel much better about going forward into the future with your family, with your grandchildren. If you know you can come to a point where you're not going to be hearing any more lies. I mean, look at the lies that took place in 2021, 2022 in the United States. That killed hundreds of thousands, millions of people through a guy like Fauci and all these guys. They have still not been judged or booked or anything. They live happily ever after. After they've killed how many people? Right? They've killed how many people? It's time for the screws to be turned in, but to be turned in the other way. And we've got to change that. We've got the ability to change that. We just need one donor that's got the finances to kick this thing off. Then we're on our way. Alright? The problem that we have with people who want to donate is that they want to be in charge. Aina, good morning. They want to be in charge. They want to rule the roost. You can't believe how we are struggling with Boer leaders at this moment. You won't believe how we are struggling with this blockhead mindset of living in the past and not realizing what the future is at this moment in time. In any case, I don't want to go down that route. But what we need is transparency in everything that we do. We need it in our broadcasting systems. You know what? Won't it be great if you can watch an international match on the national broadcasting system that you don't have to pay for? Anything to do with South African games or the Federal Alliance games. We'll still be known as the Springboks, etc., etc. But won't it be great if you can watch international games, whether it be cricket, soccer, rugby, Olympics, hockey, tennis, wherever there's a South African involved internationally, you can watch it for free. You don't have to pay for it. You don't have to take out a package for it. Your service providers need to slot in by the National Broadcasting Corporation. And the peoples of South Africa will know that I don't need that package. If I want the package, that's great. I can watch all kinds of sports and watch all kinds of programs, etc., etc. But we must be able to slot in as into our international things that we do, right? If the federal government sends people overseas and on a conference or a news thing or whatever, we should be able to see that. We should be able to see the meetings taking place. We shouldn't get second-hand news. And then the news is twisted to what's the word I'm looking for? To be part of the narrative. It's manipulated. Right? It's manipulated. At this moment in time, our government is an embarrassment to the peoples of South Africa. It's an embarrassment. I make a lot of comments to Uber drivers when I'm Ubering or bolting or whatever you want to call it. Don't have a vehicle. I have to rely on Uber and Bolt. And I'm not ashamed to say that. I don't have a problem in saying that. All right? I don't have to maintain a vehicle or anything like that at this moment in my life. But we are living with what we are living. And I speak to these guys. And these people are ashamed of the government. And they have a right to be. They have a right to be. We were once a first world nation, where the rand was stronger than the US dollar. Did you know that? In 1984 plus, the rand was stronger than the dollar. It started taking a dive when the National Party started to speak to so-called Nelson Mandela. And it went worse from there. It just went worse. It went downhill all the way. Downhill. In any case, we try to do things transparently. That's why we're continually working on programs and things that will bring a anti-corruption, anti-scam free society from what we are doing. Right? By the end of today, I'm sure, tomorrow of course, by the end of today, I will launch the new 7 Rand marketplace. I want that 7 Rand to become a thing in the mindset of South Africans. Right? It is scam proof. It's absolutely scam proof. If you want to sell something, this is how it's going to work. It's very simple. It's a simple idea. Right? A thief will not give out any money. And if he gives out money, then he is traceable. Right? So let's look at it this way. So you have a seller. You want to sell something. If it's a set of golf sticks, or it doesn't matter what it is, right? You're going to go list it on the 7 Rand marketplace platform. It's going to cost you 7 Rand. That's all. It's going to cost you to list it. Why? Because if you are a scam artist, we can trace you. We will find you. Because your banking details will be in the system. It will be with the banks. We will be able to trace through the banks who paid in that money, that 7 Rand. The 7 Rand marketplace does not keep any data. Okay? We don't keep any data. The door is in the banks. This amount of money was paid into account. This is a scam artist. Trace it. Then they can trace that money. So point number 1, a thief will not want to have his banking details openly in the public sector. Point number 1. Point number 2, a thief won't just easily spend 7 Rand on listing a fake item. Right? Now for the buyer. The buyer can go check the listings, see what he likes. If he really wants something, after he can look at all the photos. Once he's made a decision to buy the item, it will show that it is still available. Once he makes the decision to buy the item, it will cost him 7 rand to get the details. A thief and a scammer is not going to just spend 7 rand to get the details. And it's the same situation. It's the same situation because his banking details goes into the system. His banking details goes into the system and that makes him traceable. You don't just go close a bank account immediately after you've did something on the internet. Right? And we have got transparency on that thing like you can't believe. There's privacy forms, there's resolution centers, there's everything. So we can immediately trace through the banking system who did what, which scam artists appeared on that site. So we are building a trustworthy marketplace. A trustworthy marketplace. We're going to kick Gumtree out. We're going to kick Locanto out. We're kicking those things out. They are so full of scams, it's just not funny. And they're so full of listings that are years old. So we're getting rid of that. That's part of what we do as the Federal Alliance, right? It's another new way of generating finances that will help us going forward. But it's ensuring that the public starts to build trust in a system that's going to work. I bet you wanted to think of that idea, did you not? Andrew? Mani, good morning. Julle het ooit aan daai idee gedink. You pay up front for what you want to list and you pay if you want to buy it. If it's a vehicle, it's 14 rand. Not to list it. I can't even remember. But it's 7, 14 and 21. Mostly 7 and 14. It's not 21, it's just 7 and 14. If you want to sell a house that's worth $1 million plus rand, 14 rand is not going to cost you anything. If you want to sell a car that's 20, 30, 40,000, 14 rand is not going to be a big price to pay. Right? So what we do, we make the seller and the buyer pay a small amount so that they are traceable. They are traceable. Now we can trace them. If any scam takes place, we can trace them. We can freaking get them, man. We'll keep these guys off the system. We'll keep them away from the system. Because, if you want to scam somebody, you want to list 10 different things, suddenly you've got to pay $70. You don't want to, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. So have a look at by the end of today, we should be live. Right? We should be live. I'm still going to do one more test. And the finances coming through Pay Fast into our account, and then we are A for away. We'll see how we go. Just another initiative from the Federal Alliance of Southern Africa. It's what we do. We think out of the box. Right? We think out of the box. Later today, I want to make another little video, if I remember, but it'll be concerning where I'd like to get help from the public. That's it, the marketplace, Andrew. Where I'd like to get help from the public in writing a book, in changing a book. That's a big project. And I'd like to get some people who are doing nothing or get involved with this thing, so that we can have transparency in every area. What are we? What are we, man? We are free. We're free here. We're free here. Right? We are freelanders, vryburgers. Freelanders. Then we are Afrikaans, Boere, English, Portuguese, Irish, Scottish, Zulu, Xhosa, Venda. We are many nations in one nation in South Africa. We cannot exclude them. But we have to think out of the box. Each and every one living and working and breathing in their own state. Original land. You've guys must have a fabulous day. Only with God is there unity. With God, unity is strength. There's no other way. Have a fabulous Friday and a fabulous weekend, and look out for 7 Rand Marketplace. Be one of the first to go place a listing. Sell something. Sell something. All right? And let's see how we go. Have a blessed day.